3,000 subscribers is a lot of subscribers. Wow, thank you guys so much. I don't even know what to say. I guess I have a little bit of something I want to say. If we have hit 3,000 subscribers, I don't know, because I'm pre-recording this video, so I don't know if we've hit it before my 2-year anniversary on the 18th or not. But if we have, we've literally grown the audience for my last 1-year anniversary by 15 times the amount. That's how big our audience has grown. If you guys are brand new, this is YoMeister238. We will get into building this amazingness very soon, and I'll talk about this a little bit. But right now, I just gotta say, thank you guys so much. It's 3,000 subscribers special. If you guys are brand new, this is YoMeister238. Welcome, and I'm so glad you guys are here. You got to come in on a special video because this is a special video. This is a really cool one right here. If you guys do don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because it really helps me out, especially when I do amazing builds like this. This one was a tough one to design, but it turned out really cool, and the build tutorial turned out really well in the end. At this point, you guys are probably wondering though, you guys are thinking, Mike, every single special you've done, you always have something kind of unique. There's always some sort of twist, something to do with the number, and you guys are wondering, what's he gonna do this time with the number 3,000? I've got nothing. I've literally got nothing. No, I'm totally kidding. I've got an idea of what I'm going to do. It's going to be a stream. I don't know what time the stream is going to be just yet. I'll make an announcement. I'll make a post on YouTube and let you guys know what time the stream is going to. But the stream, it's going to be a stream where I say the word thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's how the stream is going to go. And I'm going to say it 3,000 times. So 3,000 times for 3,000 of you guys. It's going to break my voice, and I'm probably going to die at the very end of it. But it's going to be so much fun. That's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not going to be doing anything quirky or weird in this video, in this build tutorial, but instead I'll be saying 3,000 thank yous. So if you guys want to get your personal thank you from YoMeister238 today, make sure to check me out on Twitch, because that's where I'm going to be doing it. That's where I stream. Anyways, this build right here is inspired by an image that Lucas, my administrator of my Discord, sent me. Lucas Prim, also goes by both names, actually was one of my donators, and lately I've been trying to, every 1,000 subscriber specials. Caleb was my one donator where I made the Mackinac Bridge. I think that's what it's called. I might have mispronounced it, but I've been wanting to give them a chance because I appreciate you guys so much. I really appreciate the donations, and don't worry if you guys haven't donated, because I appreciate you guys just as much. But basically, I asked what they wanted a build tutorial for because I didn't know what to build, and they suggested this. They gave me some good images. Lucas gave me and so I built it. I built up this build tutorial, and that's what we're going to be doing today in today's video. We're going to be building this bad boy. So with that said, thank you, Lucas, for also being an awesome administrator. You've been great to the Discord. Having him along, there's been a lot of really cool things that have been added. I'll also have links down to that. I promise you, I'm not trying to promote and everything, but that's just Lucas. That's Prim, that administrator of the YoMeister238 Discord. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and list the materials for this, and then we're just going to go ahead and get on building it. Thank you guys again so much for the 3,000 subscribers. I hope you guys do like the way this build looks. I think it turned out fantastic. So here are the materials, and let's get the build go to. Before I start this tutorial though, I will clarify a few things. So first of all, the supplies that you saw in the very beginning, right before this video started, so all the list of materials and stuff is based specifically off of this schematic that I've had, which you can download. Oh, also if you guys want, a world download will be available for this world. But I will say the materials might not be 100% accurate. There's a lot of texturing and there's a lot of block placements, and your guys' build at the very end isn't going to be the exactly same as mine. I'm just giving you the main frame, and I'm going to show you how to really build it, all the small details and stuff, but I'm not going to show texturing and stuff like that, so we might have different block amounts. So don't expect to have all the exact same blocks unless you're using this schematic. If you're using this schematic, which you downloaded, then it'll be verbatim. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to start off with this tutorial and begin building. So first of all, I will clarify too though, we have a region that the build is going to be placed down, and that region right here, as you can see, is 33 long, 21 wide. That's 33 long like that, 21 wide like that. The first materials we're going to get out is going to be deep slate and strip spruce log as well. And you don't need the grid, but it does help you out if you want to make sure you have enough space to do this. I'm going to start off in this left corner, and we're going to count. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks right there. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and place our first deep slate. And now from here, it's a little bit of a long count, but we're going to go up to 24 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Right there. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on this side and 1, 2, 3 blocks on this side. That's how it should look. All right, from there though, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in the middle, and we'll place a block right here. And then we're going to make basically a rectangle. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks on this side, and probably the same on the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to make a rectangle, and then we're actually going to raise this rectangle. Ooh, cannot speak today for some reason. We're going to raise this rectangle by 1 block. So we got this block right here that goes all the way around, and now we're going to raise this up. So go ahead and do that real quick. Once we've got that box done, we'll get our strip spruce logs out, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 on either corner. I'll just go ahead and do one side as of right now because both sides are symmetrical. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 right there. We're going to have 4 blocks of space in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle of our post. We're going to place one right here, but this time it's actually going to be a 1 by 7. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll skip 2 blocks, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They should be perfectly lined up right there. Now, I don't know the exact block count from the middle from this post to the other post, so we'll just go ahead and we're going to replicate this on this side, but just going the other way. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 like that. We'll skip 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to go up to 7. I don't know if that was 7 or not. We go skip 2 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's how that should look right there. And now that we got that, we can go ahead and add 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to add a little bit of a rectangle going around right here. So we'll just go like this, just exactly how I built that up. So it'll be 2 blocks out from either logs, and then the blocks connect right over here. And then on each of these corners, we're going to have 3 of the stripped spruce log posts. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and replicate this, just reversed and on the other side. So over here, instead we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll place the logs that go up to 7 blocks tall, and we'll do this thing right here that we did on the other side. So go ahead and just kind of mirror that. That's the word I'm looking for. Mirror that, and we'll have the initial frame of this build done. Now that we got like the very bare bones frame of it all established and everything, this is what it should be looking like. We're going to move on, and we're going to get the materials, which is going to be stripped spruce log, spruce planks, tinted glass, and barrels as well. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the back wall along with the side walls kind of done. The front wall is the most complex one, so we'll do that in a little bit. But basically what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and start placing in our materials. We're going to do this wall right here, like this, is just 4 blocks on the bottom, the 2 by 2 on top, and then tinted glass on either side. This one right here is a little bit more complex, okay? We got to go up 1, 2, 3 high with the 2 blocks right there. Then we place logs going over it like that. Then we're going to place 2 barrels on the top, so they're like this. Oop, that's one material. I forgot you want to get your spruce stairs out as well. I always forget something. That's okay then. We're going to place 2 upright stairs, 2 upside down stairs, and then 2 spruce planks on top of all that. So it looks just like that. Then right here, we're just going to fill this up with spruce planks. These windows will be a little bit different. So we're going to have the full bottom right here. We're going to have the full second layer as well. Then we're going to place a block, do a tinted glass, do 2 spruce planks, do tinted glass, and place another spruce plank down. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to fill all this up right here. We're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to have the barrels on top along with the upright stairs, upside down stairs. I did something wrong. I missed, whoopsie. So we have the 3 blocks there, then we got the strip logs, then we have the barrels, and then we have the upright stair, upside down stair with the spruce planks, and then we're just going to repeat the windows that we did over here, which looks just like that. And as you can see, this is what the sidewall will look like. Once again, we'll duplicate this on the other side since it's symmetrical. And for me, this is where you get to establish where the back of your build is. For me, the back of my build is going to be right here. So I'm just going to go ahead, and the back is super easy. You literally just fill this up with spruce planks just like this until you got all of them filled. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate this side except on this side right over here. Okay, but now to build the front and back of this thing and finish those parts off, which for the materials, as you can see, I just got rid of my barrel, so that's what material we don't need right now. Well, I really can't talk today. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3 right here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on either side. And in the middle, we're gonna put down some tinted glass just like that, okay? And we're gonna do this on both sides as well. So 1, 2, 3 over here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, connecting that and making the tinted glass in the middle. And then we're gonna have an upside down stair placed right there because that's where a doorway is gonna be for the front. Now we're gonna make a half cross. So just like this, we're gonna have half the cross, the 3 in the middle, 1 on the bottom right there. We're gonna place a block on either side of the 3 glass, just like that. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 right here. You can see a little bit of a shape is gonna start coming up as we continue to build this. Now that we got that, we're gonna go up 1, 2 right here, 1, 2 right here, and we're gonna get our tinted glass in the middle, 1, 2 right there. And then we're gonna get our spruce planks and put 2 up right there as well. So that's kind of the shape that we want. That's the front of the house. And now the back of the house is very simple. We're literally just gonna mimic what we did, except it's all gonna be spruce planks instead this time. So we're gonna have a layer that goes all the way across like this. We're gonna have a layer where we go up another block like this. Then we're gonna have the 3 layer right there, another 3 layer, another 3 layer, and then we're gonna have 1, 2 on top right there. If you did it right, as you can see right here, all this should be lining up in the middle, or like on this block, just like that. But that is the front and back actually done. I think we're gonna make an attempt at doing the roof now. So yeah, we should be looking like this right now. It's if it's not looking like this, you're not building it right, I guess. The materials we need right now are stone bricks, stone brick stairs, and stone brick slabs. And I'm gonna attempt to do the roof. And the reason I say attempt is because roofing is always very, very difficult to do. Very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna place a stair there and a slab there. We're just gonna try to get the shape of this done first. Once we have the slab and the stair, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna place a block up right there. So 1 full block. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 full blocks, 1, 2 full blocks, and then 1, 2, 3 full blocks, I believe, just like that. And now we're gonna have to have it make it go over the edge of the roof. So we're gonna extend this 1 block over here, 1 slab, 1 stair, 1 block. We're just gonna extend it all 1 block over right now. And I did goof up. This is supposed to be stairs right here, isn't it? Yeah, that is supposed to be stairs. Okay, so now that we got that though, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna place, this is kind of like the outline of the roof. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna place a block there, block there, and 1 block right there as well. So at the very end, I believe this should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 tall. And then once we have that, that's the tip, but we're also gonna eventually add another part, so I might as well go ahead and do it now. It's just gonna be 2 more blocks up. So total, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 plus 2. So now that we got that though, doing the second side is always much easier. We have a stair there, and then a slab right there in front of it, just like that. We're gonna have a block, and then we're gonna have a block, stair. Then we're gonna have a block, and then that should be that pretty much. And then we'll extend it all out 1 block, kind of like we did. It always goes over the edge, and it looks nice when it goes over the edge. So we'll extend all this out just 1 block real quick, just like that. And then we'll connect right there, connect right there, connect right there, so that we have a pretty darn vertical but good looking roof. Now what we're gonna do from there is we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna extend every single block over on the top blocks. I'll show you how to do the slabs in a second because the slabs are a little bit different. But we're basically just going to extend all of this over like this. You can see right here we go with stairs. And we don't care that there's a huge wooden, board in our way. We just keep going with the stairs just like this all the way across. And I'll show you guys how to fix everything eventually. But with the stone bricks, we'll extend the stone bricks all the way over. And basically we're just going to extend this all the way, replicate what we just did right over here with the roof. We're going to replicate that on the other side as well. So again, just start extending everything over, just all the way over, and eventually you should come to the other side of the roof, which again, once you do, you can see right here that I am simply just going ahead and repeating what we just learned on how to do, which is the shape for all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, go ahead and get the roof done each time. Just extend it all the way. I hope I'm not over explaining this, but I'll show you what the roof should look like when it's 100% done. So yeah, so we should have the basic outline of this done. You can see over here I didn't do the slabs part yet because I said I was going to show you guys how to do that in just a second. There is 2 edits we have to do. So we're gonna want to go ahead and we're gonna get our deep slate, I believe it's a deep slate tile stairs out. We're gonna get these guys out. And basically, I'll show you guys that actually in just a second. First edit is the easier one. Right here, we're actually going to want to break this block. We're not supposed to have that block there. And instead, we're going to place a block up like this right here. And we're going to have this go all the way across. So just get this block, make it go all the way across. And we're going to do it right here as well. Right here, you can see I did it right. So that basically the front of it, it has only above this window 2 blocks instead of 1. And this is basically just to make it, instead of connecting on the bottom, we connect on the top. That way this tower up here doesn't look too tall. But basically, we're just going to add another layer of stone bricks on top. It's not too bad of a fix. The other adjustment that we're going to have to do is not on this first layer, not on the second layer, but on this one right here, this third layer. You can see right here, right below the stone brick stairs, we're going to leave this block intact right here, but then we're going to go all the way down and break all these blocks until we get to the other side. We're going to leave that one block there, and we're basically going to put upside down deep slate style brick stairs, or whatever they're called. And we're going to place these going along the whole line. We're going to do this on both sides as well, so that when we place it in, it should look like we have a new line of deep slate styles going all the way across. And we will do this on both sides. But now that we got that, we can go ahead and start doing the tiling for this part right here, this little part of the roof. So edges weren't too bad. Don't be mad at me. It's a hard build to replicate, and I'm doing my best for you guys. But basically, what we're going to do for this part is we're going to go down one slab right here, and we're going to wrap around this corridor right here, going all the way around until we have it right there. We want the half slab windows because it's an interesting look. All right, so once we have that frame going around though, basically what we're going to do is we're going to place a block right there. We're going to place a stair right there, and then a slab right there, just like that, and then we'll bring it all the way across. So the stairs go all the way across. I said earlier that this was a bit of a confusing part. It's not that bad. We're actually going to replace these stairs as well with stone bricks too, so that we can have a little bit of a balcony. But that is what that part should look like of the roof. And we will make sure to do that again on this side as well. I did do that a little quickly, so let me show you again. We'll replace those stairs with full stone bricks. We're going to place a stone brick there, stair there, slab there. And right here, we're going to have the bottom half slabs, or the top half slabs, excuse me, that go all the way across. And then we're going to place a block, stair, and then stone brick slab, and just make that go all the way across. But the fun for the roof does not stop there, my friends, as we are about to build this next part. I did build up this one model just to make it a little bit easier to show you guys how to build each one of these. So we're going to have 4 of these overall. You can see we're going to have them each on every single side. They're purely decorational, so there's not actually any purpose to having them other than that they look really pretty. So the way we do that though, the way we build these things, is we're gonna have 2 blocks here, and then we're gonna have 2 blocks here, connecting the logs, the strip logs right next to them. We're gonna place the stairs going 1, 2, 3, like so. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3 right there, and we're actually gonna break this block and replace it with a full block. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If I can place it in the right spot, and we're going to replace this block with a full block right there. Now that we got that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and we're going to have stairs that go up to here, stairs that go up to here. So you can see it's not all the way, it's only 3 blocks over. Now that we got that, we do want to connect these stairs on the bottom. So an upside down stair, upside down stair, upside down as well, just like that. And now you can see it over here by the one that we've already created that has a bit of a ridge that goes up and around. So the way we do that is we did stop the stairs here on purpose. We're going to go 2 more blocks just like that. We're going to place stairs on top, so that goes right like that. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then we're going to place bottom half stone brick slabs on that part right there. So you can see 2 replicas of the exact same build. Make sure not to forget to replace these guys with the stone brick blocks. And I will also say that when you're building this, make sure to light up the inside right here so that you don't get any mobs spawning in, because if you get the mob spawning in there, that's going to be an absolute frustration. But as you can see, we're going to duplicate that on both sides. So we got that one. Let's go ahead and do the other side now. Now that we got that knocked out of the way though, let's go ahead and get our next material. It's going to be stone bricks, stone brick slabs, stone brick walls. I'm going to switch that around, and then the pressure plate, stone pressure plate. Yeah. So this is probably the most confusing part of the whole build. If you guys have to rewatch this section a couple times, totally understandable. I had to rewatch my own build. It was tough for me to figure this out. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to add on the very tippy top of the roof, which is always the nicest part. Right here on this corner, we're going to place a wall with a block and then a top half slab right there. And then we're going to go ahead, I can't remember actually, it's 2 walls that we place just like that right there. Nice. On this part right here in this corner post, we're going to place 2 walls, 2 blocks, 2 walls. See, that one's a lot more easy to remember than that one. And then over here, we're going to do 2 walls, 2 blocks, 2 walls, just like that. And then over here, we're going to repeat what we did over there. So it's going to be a wall, a block, a slab, and then 2 walls just like that. And now we're going to use the slabs for something else as well. And basically what we're going to use them for is we're going to go ahead and first break. Yes, we're going to break these blocks. My words are so scrambled. And we're going to replace these all with bottom half slabs just like that. So you can see right there, I did leave this end block on and I didn't delete these blocks right here. We're going to do this all the way through the middle as well. And the nice thing is, since this is the very center, you don't have to do this on both sides. You can see we broke all of those blocks, and then we're going to break up to this point right here, and we're going to place right there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to break not this block, but starting right here, we're going to go in the middle, not that block as well, and place bottom half slabs so that it looks like this. We're going to have some cracks in our houses, and cracks in our houses, yes, that makes sense. And that's basically for shading and effect, and also a cool effect when you fly up here. You can see it looks pretty darn cool. The top looks pretty darn eloquent, and I like it. Now that we got that though, that is basically the structure of the actual full house pretty much done. I do have a lot of outside decorations I'm going to show you in just a second, and then I'm going to show you texturing, and then I'm going to show you building using the deep slate and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and we'll move on to all the details that I place on the outside to make this really pop into life, to make it look like it has a lot more character. Okay, now don't be overwhelmed because I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do all of this. So there is a lot more details that have been added. One thing I forgot, these guys right here are actually supposed to be 2 blocks tall on the walls instead of just 1. And for the pressure plates, I simply just put them all around this. I totally forgot to bring up the pressure plates. But basically, I've gone ahead and I've just started, placing down the blocks that we need. So for the decorations, for the front, this is kind of what it's going to look like. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of pause so that you guys can see how it's supposed to be. Make sure that you guys get these trapdoors on either side. They're kind of just placed down like that. And I think that's all the details for this right here. Let's go, and we're gonna fly right here. So this is how you would build this window section right here. Got the little fence, some trapdoors. Each of these are in strategic positions too. So I guess if you want to have them flipped, you can have them flipped however you want them oriented. But yeah, we got a little bit of a patch of, because this is a rough looking build. So it's kind of a patch of these spruce signs going across. We got this thingy, I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. One of my favorite details are these wood planks that go out the side. The way I did it is I put 2 spruce trapdoors like that with 1 underneath, and it makes it look like it's kind of engraved into the stone. One thing too I totally forgot to do is this part right here is supposed to have string on it, and that is just for mob spawning. I think this whole thing is mob proofed. I hope it is. Yeah, but for this part right here, for these little house parts, we got spruce signs that just go over the barrels and spruce signs on either side, kind of like that. More spruce trapdoors. See, I put all these down because they stop mob spawning. I think they stop mob spawning, but then we got some gray stained glass pane. Gray. I cannot talk today. Wow. We got the stairs right here, so that should be mob proof. That should be mob proof. So that's all looking good. Over here, this is what the windows look like, and I just noticed I'm missing a detail. How did I miss that? There should be 2 dark oak fences right there, but you can see that's the orientation of the windows and stuff. And for the roof, so on this layer, all I did was put spruce trapdoors going all the way across. Then up here on this layer, on the 4 blocks that we placed, those are where those other spruce trapdoors go. The ones when we, change the stair to make it stone brick. We got a fireplace right here, and the way I've set this up is mobs can't spawn on this block, mobs can't spawn on this block. On some other spots, I did put some slabs so they couldn't spawn and some grindstones. These kind of look like gargoyles, so I put them on each side of this like roof overhang. And then I put a lot more spruce trapdoors, some more slabs, some more fireplaces and stuff like that. These chains are purely decorational, but they look cool, so I kept them. And I'll give you kind of a full roof view right here, kind of like this. So yeah, now you guys are figuring out how to do all this right here. Again, we got the signs on either side of those. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. Back is super simple. It's plain, and you'll see why, because we'll decorate that up and everything. And then it kind of just repeats itself. So right here, you can see this looks exactly like the same as the other side, along with this guy right over here. It looks all pretty much the same, and that's because I just duplicated it. So these are all built up the same, spruce trapdoors and all that, and all the detailing are exactly the same. But once again, I'll give you a side of this house, just so you can, hello mountain, just so you guys can kind of see the details that we placed and replicate it pretty well. It's not bad. It's not bad placing in all the details, I promise. I think the worst part is probably the front, and even that's not too bad in and of itself as well, as you guys can see. But yeah, with that done, I said we're going to move on to texturing and then the building of the deep slate. I changed my mind. I'm going to do deep slate building, show you guys how to do that, and then we'll move on to the texturing, the very final step, which the texturing is a very big part. to make this build really come alive. I mean, it's already pretty darn up to life, like it looks amazing, but it will look even better. All right, but the materials needed for building this is going to be deep slate bricks, deep slate, cobble deep slate brick stairs, and cobble deep slate wall. I think yeah, that's what that's called. And really the only structural part, the same part, the one part that you and me will have the same is this right here. We're gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like that. We're gonna go deep slate brick stairs, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I will say you might want to get some sort of torch or something just to place underneath this to mob-proof the interior. But from there, that's all we're going to have the same, because the next part of this is building. And what I mean by building is just placing down blocks where you think they should go. For some parts like this, I like to have the deep slate like actually underneath the structure right there. But you start placing in deep slate and some cobble deep slate and stuff like that. And I totally forgot, but you're going to want cobble deep slate slabs as well. And basically, you're just going to go ahead and maybe I'll get some stairs as well too. Oh my gosh, getting materials on the fly. Basically, what you're just going to do a little bit of terraforming, you know? It doesn't have to look exactly like mine. It doesn't have to look exactly like. It just looks good. It just has to look good. I mean, it doesn't have to even look good. You can do whatever. But with the building, you guys can see how I'm kind of doing it. I'm placing some slabs. Sometimes I'll place some blocks underneath the walls like that. And by doing a combination of all the walls and slabs and everything, you get this very nice crumbling look going on. So again, it's one of those things where this is where our builds are going to completely differ. This is where you get to make it unique. If you don't even need to make the foundation material out of deep slate. You can make it out of whatever you want, which is really cool. Really cool with these types of build tutorials, the way I do mine. Some of you guys might not like it, but this is how I'm going to go with it. And basically, you'll just keep building around. Look at that. Look, see, now we got some deep slate terrain, and it looks pretty good if you ask me. Sometimes I'll replace the actual foundational blocks with walls, although that looks a little stupid, so we'll place that right there, and then we'll go ahead and maybe place a block there. And that's also why the back, we've actually done nothing with it, because the way I've done this in my build tutorial is I've gone ahead and created a massive rock foundation kind of thing that goes like this. And it just kind of fills. It's kind of like a mountain of deep slate actually, and so the materials are going to be totally off because of this right here. But basically, if you get the general shape like this, look, so you got a little bit of a steep slope going up. Maybe we could even put some walls in there just like that. And as long as you have this nice triangle, you see I have that triangle cross or triangle right there, and then there's a triangle right there. And then from there, you just go ahead and start filling it in with other blocks and just building up on it until it looks like it's a part of the actual structure. You can see all of a sudden it's becoming a big rock, and this is building. This is building part. This is the best way to describe it. I don't know. I'm just showing you guys how to place blocks down in random assortments until they look good. What do you guys think? Sometimes with this part too, what I like to do is if I get my stairs and I place like that upside down, maybe, and that up right there, and maybe we put a slab on top right there, you get that cool arching rock effect maybe. So stuff like that. Lots of walls help. Adding in the walls adds lots of details if you're struggling on trying to get the details looking just right. But you'll just do this all around the build, all around the foundation. You'll make it rock crumbly, and then we'll move on to the texturing, which I think for the texturing too, I'm just going to kind of skip to the final build and just kind of show you guys what it should look like, because this is pretty much it done. I mean, this is once we get all the deep slate rocks and everything, which you guys will be able to do. It's not too bad, I promise. We'll pretty much be done with this build. Alright, but here we are with the finished version. So you can see I did do the rocks going all the way around. This is my final version, so this isn't the same world. So some things might look a little bit different, a little bit off, but that's totally okay. So what you can see I've done for the texturing is I used a block palette of andesite, polished andesite, cobblestone, cracked stone bricks, and I believe that's actually it. And I used the variations, so like the stairs and stuff like that too. I messed around with that stuff. I didn't do too much texturing actually. I mean, I did a lot, but I could have definitely done more too. But you see, having these additional details, and the way you do texturing too is you just kind of sporadically place around, maybe some cracks right here. You can see I replaced stairs instead of the stone bricks to have some cracks and indentations into the actual side of the roof and stuff like that. And it just helps. It gives it a lot of depth. It gives it character, which is always really, really good. On top of these guys, I also added these iron bars. That's another detail that I totally forgot. When I did the schematic, it accidentally cut off the top, so I didn't realize I had that stuff to recreate. But, I mean, looking around it, you can see, I added in some dark oak signs on these windows as well. Looking at it, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. And the texturing, again, super easy. You just get variations of the blocks, even have some stone stairs in there too. Get some variation of the blocks, just replace them, you know, sporadically. Maybe every once in a while you can break a piece just to make it look a little bit more worn down, except I don't like that. I don't like that right there just because we already got broken down pieces right over here. But replacing those blocks, texturing it up, the texturing is always the easiest part, where you just take blocks, replace them, make it look good. But now I'm going to give you one more additional thing right here. This is a bonus chest. Now you might be asking, what do you mean by a bonus chest? And my inventory just magically cleared. How about that? What I mean by a bonus chest is this is all going to be stuff that's not in the schematic that I was experimenting with a bit and wanted to show you guys, because you guys, even though there's a lot of character to this build already, there's a lot of motion, a lot of character, a lot of depth, there's still even more that could be added to it. For example, I was thinking, you know, maybe replacing some of these spruce strip logs with the dark oak instead, and just doing that adds a tiny bit more detail as well that I really like. I kind of like the discolorment of the wood and stuff, and it kind of, I don't know, this is one detail that I really liked. I kind of wish I'd included in the build tutorial, but I was experimenting with it afterwards. Another thing that I was really liking though were fences. Just having random assortments of fences every so often. This makes it look very messy, but at the same time, it just adds so much more detail. Colors up this deep slate area, which is really good. It gives it a bit more detail to look at. And so, you know, just scattering some fence around every so often. I don't know, I'm not liking it right there. Right there, that looks pretty good. But yeah, scattering that up could do some good. Maybe getting some personal custom banners that you guys like. I don't know if I like the positioning of it right there. Let's go ahead and try it right there instead. That looks a little bit nicer. But yeah, you can personalize this so much. And something you might have noticed too is the glow lichen. With the addition to this block and this block palette that we've used and everything, the addition of glow lichen, I don't know how to pronounce it, it can add a lot more detail to the build, and it makes it look a little bit overgrown almost. Since this build already looks pretty darn destroyed, it has that kind of like ruined appearance to it. This stuff is great for texturing up blocks and adding a bit more texture. Instead of just having different block types, we could have additional blocks added to this. So just having details like that, you know, you guys feel free to change and manipulate this build as much as you want. Make it your own. Make it your own. And I mean, there's so much you can do with this. This style is such a cool style, and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys do too. Oh, blast furnaces too. Blast furnaces was one thing I was experimenting with, where if you put them in the ground and stuff, I don't know why, but I love the top texture of this block so much, and this looks really cool when placing it down beside the build. Maybe not right there. We'll place it right over there instead. But yeah, things to consider, things to think about. This is it though. This is pretty much the whole build pretty much done. Do remember that I'll be having that 3,000 thank you stream. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that or not. I think I am. I hope I am. I don't know. Oh, thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. And Prim, Lucas, I really hope I did it justice for this build. It was so much fun to design and so much fun to create. A lot of work. And the tutorial was probably one of the toughest tutorials I've ever done, just because of how much detail it is. You see, there's just so much detail added into this, and so much stuff that you guys got to kind of freestyle that it was kind of hard to put all this together, but it was fun. It was a blast, and I think it looks really good. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. This is one of my favorite builds I've done in a long time, and I really hope you guys enjoy it too. Thank you guys again so much for 3,000 subscribers. 3,000 of you guys in the community. I thank each and every single, I will thank each and every single one of you guys, but that is it. That's it for me today. That's it for YoMikester238 for the 3,000 subscriber special. I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy life, enjoy Minecraft, and until next time, I'll just see you guys soon. Yeah, ciao.